Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 7. And for today's video, we'll be going over multiple things related to The Flash Season 7. So a couple of days ago in my community section, I've asked you guys to send me some questions related only specifically to The Flash Season 7. So for this video, I'll just be going over your questions and I'll be answering them. Now, some of you guys have asked more than one question, which I have no problem with, but I will spread them out throughout the video so everyone could see their questions. But before I go over your questions, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Okay, so the first question is from the greatest sponge ever, and they ask, will the Flash cross over with any other show? So I thought this one would be a really good one to start off with. So we know that we aren't getting those massive DCTV crossovers that we've had for the past 3 Arrowverse seasons. So Crisis on Earth X, Elseworlds, and Infinite Earths. Instead, for this season, it was said that we're going to be getting a much smaller crossover, which is a 2-parter between Superman and Lois and Batwoman. Now, some people were really annoyed about this, but a couple of weeks ago, it was also revealed that other characters from other shows will also be appearing in this crossover. And since Arrow has sadly ended, you'd consider the Flash now as the face of the Arrowverse. So to answer your question, the Flash should be in the crossover with Superman and Lois and Batwoman. Basically, anyone in that Justice League post-credit scene we saw in Crisis on Infinite Earths could literally end up in this crossover, but you definitely expect the Flash. That's like a no-brainer. But if you're talking about like a separate crossover, then no. But the next question is from the lengthy Donkey Kong, and they ask, when's the Flash Season 7 going to come out? Okay, so to answer this question, if things go as planned, the Flash should and is eyed to release during January 2021. So yeah, there we go. And the next question is from Natavia Owens. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but their question is, how does Barry and Iris reunite after the battle with Mirror Master, I think, because she wrote Mirrorverse over here, but I'm assuming it's Mirror Master. And then the next question is, how does Iris gain powers after being in the Mirrorverse? How does Barry get his speed back? Will there be another season of The Flash? Okay, so these are really good questions as well. So to answer the first one, when Barry and Iris reunite, it's obviously going to be a happy ending for West Island fans. However, I think the characteristics of Iris will be altered, and that's due to her adaptation to the Mirrorverse. So although we get a happy ending, I think things will still be rough between Barry and Iris. To answer the second question, Iris will not gain powers outside the Mirrorverse. She's only going to be given them while she's in the Mirrorverse. And I think this is just due to the fact that Iris will be the main role in defeating Mirror Master. Other than that, like, she's not going to have powers. And after the fight against Mirror Master, her powers will be gone. If she has powers after that, then I will just be disappointed, and let's be honest, nobody will like that. Now, Iris does have powers due to the fact that she's been adapting to the Mirrorverse for well over 8 weeks. So changes to her physically, mentally and psychologically would happen when she gets out of the Mirrorverse. To answer the third question, Barry will get his speed back by creating an artificial Speedforce or by restoring the original Speedforce. And that should be done in like episode 1 or 2 of season 7. And yes, there will be another season of The Flash. Any cast member could leave the show, but as long as Grant Gustin is willing to continue as Barry Allen, aka The Flash, the show can literally go on as long as it likes to. It's currently the 7th most show in the USA right now, and it's the most viewed show on the CW, so it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But moving on, the next question is again from the greatest sponge ever, and they ask, will Atlantis be in season 7 of The Flash? Okay, so I thought I'd bring this up because a lot of people have been wondering the same thing, and that was since Atlantis has been teased in Earth Prime. So we know during the end of Flash Season 6, Episode 18, we found out that Cisco will be heading to Atlantis, as they have something which they could use to defeat Mirror Master over there. We've also heard of him, that he's been in Atlantis while doing some post-crisis research over there. But to answer this question, no, we will not see Atlantis. There was this interview where, I think it was TV Line, where they asked Eric Wallace if we will have the slightest Aquaman reference, and he said that due to restrictions, they weren't able to put it over there. So no, we won't see any Atlantis, or we may get Aquaman references, but we certainly won't properly see it. But the next question is from Talk Premier League, and they ask, when will Barry create the new Speedforce? Okay, so this is another great question. Now, I don't know when Barry exactly will create the new Speedforce, but before the season ended actually and got cut short, obviously due to the pandemic, there was a scene shot for episode 20 of season 6, I think, and it was posted on Grant Gustin's Instagram for a while, and it involves Barry doing some extreme stunts as he runs down something and he throws lightning near a green screen. So he would have, well, speaking of the Flash, he would have wasted a lot of speed while doing that. And now, since those episodes have moved to season 7 of The Flash, I think Barry will get his speed back somewhere in between episode 1 to 3 of this season. However, my best guess would be episode 2. Now, the next question, I'm sorry if I butcher your name again. The next question is from Juan Camilo Castro, and they ask, will next year's crossover contain the DCEU characters, or was that Earth dimension destroyed? So to answer this question, no, it won't. The DCEU cameo was so far just a one-time thing and won't happen again unless if it's in the Flash movie and we get Grant Gustin cameoing in that. It was just there to deliver a huge WTF cameo for Crisis on Infinite Earths. But no, next year's crossover will be a lot smaller as well, so that's another thing to mention. And technically that Earth was destroyed, but it's been restored due to Spectre's sacrifice, so that Earth DCEU is still canon in the Arrowverse, you could say. But the next question is from Speedy Nabbit, and they ask, when will they discover the multiverse? Every speedster's speed will be gone except for Barry's or not, because the Speedforce is gone and he'll make an artificial one. When is it? So to answer the first question, they should discover the new multiverse either this season or next season of The Flash, because The Flash is the multiverse TV show basically. And obviously due to the fact that Stargirl is now on Earth 2, and for its season 2 it will only air on the CW, to properly introduce Stargirl to the Arrowverse, because right now it's just canon in the Arrowverse, but to properly introduce Stargirl to the Arrowverse, the new multiverse should be introduced soon enough. I'm guessing season 8, I could be wrong, but over there I would assume we should have a Flash and Stargirl crossover as well. Now to answer the second question, yes, all the Speedforce from all the Speedsters will be gone. And that's due to the death of the Speedforce, obviously. So all the Speedster within the multiverse and things like that, their speeds are gone. However, when Barry creates the new Speedforce, he will be the only Speedster there is. The only Speedster that has speed other than Reverse Flash, obviously. And that is obviously unless he teaches Wally, Jay, and other Speedsters like that to properly tap into this new Speedforce and get introduced to it, and so they could get their speed back as well. But other than that, no, the Flash and Reverse Flash will be the only Speedsters alive, according to, no, not alive, but the only Speedsters to have speed, according to what I know. But the next question is from Juan Camilo Castro, and they ask, is Jesse Quick coming back? And to answer this question, no, she isn't. Jesse Quick is dead, as she and Harry Wells died on Arrow pre-crisis. Now, this whole Harrison Wells thing is a huge plot hole that really needs to be explained properly, but this is how I could explain it as best as I can. So after Wells the Bard, Nash is the only Harrison Wells to exist in Earth Prime, and the other Welleses like Sherlock and Harry Wells no longer exist and are in Nash's head. And if Harry Wells isn't there, that obviously means that Jesse couldn't be created. So no, as far as we know of so far, Jesse Quick is dead. But the next question is from P&B Brothers, and they ask, do you think Kid Flash will get even faster and possibly get a new suit? Now, I don't think the Kid Flash will get even faster because he no longer has speed due to the Speedforce being dead. So unless Barry teaches Wally how to use and tap into this new Speedforce, Kid Flash won't happen anymore. And I'm assuming that Barry will obviously teach Wally how to tap into this new Speedforce because, let's be honest, everybody likes Kid Flash. But if it is to happen, as I said, I do hope that he does get a new suit. However, his current one is pretty cool as well, so I'm not going to complain about that. But I'll be down if he gets a new suit. But moving on, the last question is from, again, the greatest sponge ever, and they ask, how will they deal with Ralph being gone from the show? Okay, so this is another great question. So what I think at least is that they could take this in two ways. Obviously, one, to recast the character, which I certainly wouldn't want, and also the new actor stepping into this Ralph Dibny role would be a very, very risky thing to do because that actor, oh boy, will get tons and tons of hate. That is because, like, you know, Hartley Sawyer, despite what he did, I know it was like bad and stuff, but he was a perfect Ralph Dibny. So the new actor stepping into the role will get fans really, really angry. So the way I think they should deal with this is that just write him off the show, like they did with Julian and Tracy in season 4. So they'll obviously get rid of Hartley's scenes from episode 1 of season 7 already, and will make other actors, you know, fill in that screen time. And they could also explain his disappearance off screen as well. And I know not many people will be happy with that, but honestly, I would prefer Ralph Dibny to just be written off rather than having a recast. Now, this would also unlock more story opportunities for other characters as well, because one character will just be gone. So writing him off would also be a pro as well. But yeah, that is your question answered. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.